Check it, check, mic, check. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, troops, wherever you are in the world, and welcome back to the channel. Mark, that's me. My words, as always, before getting to this video, please continue to hit that subscribe button down there. If you do enjoy the content, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Here we are, troops. Monday, the 16th of January, 2023, the start of another trading week. But no trading today because the market is closed in the US. It's Martin Luther King Day. And whilst I support that cause, my gosh, you guys don't half have some holidays. You've only just had a break for Christmas and you're already closed. Anyway, it is what it is. It gives me a chance to have a Monday off from watching the charts, I guess. Anyway, quick look at what happened last week. Very good week, troops, very positive. Not really sure what the driver is behind all this action lately, but I'm not complaining. Obviously, if you watch my video before Christmas, you will see that I did say that if APE was trading below $1 at the start of the trading new year, I would be selling. And it wasn't. It actually went over $1. But we'll look at that in a minute. First of all, over to AMC. We are back over $5, troops, after last week. Still some way off that 640 area that I would like to see us testing. Now, I think we're going to see some resistance really around the $5.35, $5.36. You can see that line there. Let me just put that in for us. And then we can see there where I think that next level, you can see here, support, resistance, resistance, resistance. A little bit of support, broke below there, a little touch there. So that is the next area for me where we need to break through before we start looking at reclaiming that 640 area. There is a bit of a gap, troops, as well, that we need to just bear in mind. It's not always upside. You know, we've got to consider these gap fills as well. If I just pop that in there, there you can see there's that gap there. It's not accurate, tree. I mean, I can't get it absolutely bob on, but you see where I'm talking about. So I wouldn't be surprised if we come down and fill that gap and test that support there. You can see that support there clearly around that $4, $4.20 area. So I'll be watching that as well. What I also see is a beautiful cup and handle forming on the daily chart, troops. You can see there, I would expect maybe another day or two forming that handle before, again, we take off to the upside. Again, it can go either way, troops. I'm not speculating one way or the other. I'm just translating what I see in the charts and putting that forward for you. Some interesting news on AMC, actually, and I was a bit surprised when I saw it. But for those of you that aren't aware, I found this absolutely very interesting indeed. Trace Trades, one of the biggest influencers in the AMC movement over the last 2 years, 373,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel, which now consists of only 2 videos, an AMC exit strategy and an interview with Adam Aaron. Now, there's 2 reasons, in my opinion, why he's left these particular videos up. And I think he's sold out. I think he's sold. I think he's out of AMC. And he talks about in his exit strategy, he talks about do what's best for you. I'm going to be selling on the way down. And to be honest, since that $72 high, all we've done is go down. So I think he's been selling on that way down. I'm not saying he's completely done. He might be looking to buy back in again. He might be buying back in again right now. That's up to him. I'm not here to speculate on what he's doing now. This is my opinion on what he's done and why he's left that video up. Because then he can say, I told you that was my strategy, sell on the way down, you know, and he's kind of clearing himself of any guilty conscience or responsibility for what you as individual investors are doing. And then the interview with Adam Aaron, I think he's left that up because I think that was the highlight for him of his YouTube journey on the AMC front, shall we say. And I've followed TREY since, you know, below 20,000 subscribers. So I've seen his channel grow and grow and grow. I've watched his journey. I've seen him flip between, you know, different characters that he was doing, messing about with ideas, which is fine. You know, he's a content creator. We all mess about with different ideas. But to see those 2 videos only left was a bit of a shock for me. He's cleared the rest of his content. Not really sure why. I must admit, I don't do any of his other social media stuff. Is he stream? Steam or whatever it's called. I don't know, but I don't follow it anyway. So I found that quite interesting, to be honest. Anyway, back over to the charts. Let's have a quick look at APE on the daily chart. Again, I did say if it went stayed below $1, it hasn't done. It's shot up. We've come back down, tested that $1.20 area, which I now see as a firm level of support. You can see that quite clearly there. Many touch points there. So I think that is a level of support. There is a gap down, troops, from that $1 down to about 67, 68 cents. But keep an eye on it, maybe. Let me just put a box in there so we can see that. There we go. You can see that clearly there. So that is, you know, a big gap down there, troops. Would we test that again? I don't know. I'm quite comfortable now with that 120 there. We've filled that gap there, and we've just been going back up. So we'll see. We may come down and test this again just to get another confirmation, but I'm quite comfortable with that 120 area. But it is what it is. We shall see. Over to GameStop. Again, similar story to AMC. We did get a little bit of a bump up. We bottomed out at $15.41. We've now reclaimed that 1940 area of support and resistance. We're back in that trading channel. I'm really interested to see how that goes. We got a really good breakthrough on Thursday. We maintained that on Friday. So what I'm looking for now is a little bit of consolidation in and around this zone, troops, before we start and test that 22.17, 22. That's a bit lower, actually. If we pop it there, let's say that 22. I can't even see it now. What is it? 21 something. 21, 22. Let's pop it on there. What's the low there? 21.97. Let's say $22. Split the difference. You can see we've got a touch there, and a touch there. Some exciting stuff on GME going on as well around the social media rounds. On Reddit, over on Reddit, if I just swap that screen over, this guy, Brett Harrison, who used to work at Citadel, he then went over to FTX US. He did an AMA on Superstonk quite a while ago. And in this video, he talks about the GME tokens being backed one for one with collateral, like actual GME shares. Now, that wasn't true. We know it's not true. So there's a lot of chatter now around this guy's involvement, what he knew as the chairman of FTX US. Is he just been incompetent? Has he been deliberately misleading people or what? So that is really interesting for me. And it's one thing that I'm looking at closely. Some people have already raised complaints to the SEC about what he said here versus what we know to be true. So watch this space for that, troops. I've also seen rumours, a theory on Twitter, some other AMC guy saying that he believes that Paramount are going to merge with AMC. Again, it's all speculation. I've also seen another guy doing technical analysis saying by the end of January, we're going to take off because of previous patterns which are recurring again. Anyway, no dates here, troops. Do get hyped by all means, but we never pin it to a date, do we? Anyway, that's it. That's all I've got for you on this market close day. I will be back if there is anything exciting happening. In the meantime, troops, do have a great day. And as always, do take care of yourselves and each other. And I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, troops.